And we still have the under construction wreck. When you walk over to the northeast, you see quickly that this wreck is empty. Okay. However, there's already a sign hammered on the top of the wreck, though it appears rather empty. Perhaps the Lorehold will expand its collection in the near future? Okay. There are the Santharian maps. You will probably know some of these places. Here at the southwestern end of the hall, there's the wreck with Santharia on top. You notice a certain order in the scrolls, with the bigger ones located lower than the smaller ones. The larger scrolls seem to hold maps of the whole of Santharia, while the smaller ones show more detailed maps of locations of Sarvonia. Which one would you like to examine more closely? Yeah, the Santharian map. Wow, it's pretty big. The Santharian kingdom is a gigantic realm comprising all lands dominated by humans of the southern Sarvonian continent. The United Kingdom of Santharia was founded in the Age of Changes at the year of 1648, following the Cornelian calendar, by the former Tharanian king Santhros the Wise, which was acclaimed by all races inhabiting the southern Sarvonian continent. The name Santharia derives from this king Santhros, who united the kingdoms peacefully, and Tar, a powerful Pheronian regent who prepared the way for Santhros by uniting the northern tribes to the Tharian kingdom. So maybe B.S. means before Santhros? Who knows? Let's actually look at it. That's the Ardenian Sea. That's Santharia. And everything else I cannot recognize because it's too small. Oh well. The Santharian provinces map. The United Kingdom of Santharia is divided into 8 provinces, which intentionally were not based on the borders of the former kingdoms, but on regions which existed aside from the political borders. The introduction of new provinces instead of maintaining the kingdom scheme by the king and his advisors was a bit problematic at the beginning, as people from different kingdoms suddenly were ruled by an independent Thane who was installed by the king himself. But in the course of the time, the decision of Sandros proved to be a wise one, as the new administration finally led to better understanding among the people and also among the various different races. Okay. Saramon, Varden, Nemeran, and Thronia, Sanguia, Menthria. The 8 Santharian provinces are, from north to south: Nermeran, capital Nirmerzus; Verden, capital Waldar; Saramon, capital capital Ximax; Enthronia, capital Karmaat; Sanguia, capital New Santala; Mantria, capital Markok; Brendolan, capital Bardavos; and Truban, capital Talambath. Okay. Then there's the Ancient Kingdoms map. The lands which are now part of Santharia, and which in ancient times were 8 kingdoms of their own, are as follows: Feronia, Centauria, Celtaria, Curania, Aelia, Serphaloria, Evanoria, and finally Strautania. Fascinating. So it's all maps of the same kingdom until now. Now the Silver Marshes map. Look at the Silver Marshes map. The Silver Marshes is a geographically diverse area in the northern province of Narmoran. That's part of Santharia, by the way. Just southeast of Nirmesis and west of the Alsiske mountain range. There are 3 main areas to it: the northern upper marsh, known variously as the Helmand Shire, the Silver Shire, the Helmand Polder, which is settled by the hobbits. Oh, there are hobbits, how cute. The southern lower marsh, here where Molochs live, is known as Wetholm, hobbit name, Galumbe, Moloch name, or just the lower marsh, which is what most humans call it. These 2 main areas are separated by a gigantic ridge of greenery-covered stone, over which the upper marsh drains into the lower. It is known as the Watergate. The third and much smaller area of the Silver Marshes is the Dread Despond Mire. Created by death magics many centuries ago, the aura of anguish and decay hangs around it still. Almost nothing thrives there, even the Molochs avoid it assiduously. Despondshire, where is it? Despondshire. It's probably not on the map we can see. Okay. There is 1 map left. The Rahastath map. Lying in the southernmost part of the Sarvonian continent, this great desert occupies most of the Santharian province of Truban and part of Brandulan, though there are some wetter places in the south, like the cloud forest near Varkopas, the peninsula near Talambath, and the plain of Udersa. The desert is the main and dominating feature of the south of the continent. To the east and south are the coastlines of the Burning Seas, and on the west the Atrium Sea. Okay, those were the Santharian maps. What else do we have? There is 1 last part of maps: Sarvonia and other continents. You are standing near the red marked Sarvonia and other continents on top. Most likely you'll find maps here on continents other than southern Sarvonia. Which map would you like to view? Look at the Arulian map. Arulian is the continent located south of Sarvonia. It consists of a large range of deserts and borders on the mysterious ethereal void. Ethereal void? What's that supposed to be?